you know, you go backstage and it's all dark. Because I had to go from there right to the interview set. I had an interview set with, because I had an interview, go through the dark tunnel, go to an interview set with me and Gene Oakland. There's me, Buff, and Lex, you know. So, and then, so I go through I'm going through the dark tunnel. He says something to me, you know, and I just double legged him, and it was, you know, went to go punch him, and security was on me. What he had done, he had told the security he was going to do it, and he said, if anything happens, jump on him, you know. So before I even got a chance to punch him,
they already covered his back.
Yeah. So.
Were you?
Because I mean, the security guys were, you know, I mean, they were older at the time, and they weren't that fast, you know. And I mean, I took him down like that and was going to rear back to punch him in the face, and they had grabbed my arm, so, you know, they were there, you know.
What finally calmed that situation down? Because obviously, I mean, if someone did that to me, I'd still hold a bit of a grudge if I didn't get to actually punch him in the face.
Well, I was going to rip his eye out, you know, but they grabbed that too, you know, so. But, you know, him being friends with Bischoff, they smoothed it out, you know.
Speaking of ratings, there was a lot of pressure for ratings in those days, and I heard a lot of stories that WCW was a last-minute company changing what was going to happen on the show at the very last second before the show started. Did you find that happened to you a lot?
Oh yeah, that was fucking Hogan. He was a piece of shit. You know, we all had to wait for him to come in, you know. Like I was wrestling, I was first match one night, and then 10 minutes before the show starts, I don't know who I'm wrestling or anything, you know. And like 5 minutes before the show starts, I find out who I'm wrestling at, you know. Well, you gotta understand, Hogan's in real life. I think I proved that recently when I started tweeting. He's a fucking cunt, man. He would always tell who would win, who would lose. He would always try to keep his thumb on everybody, you know. But back in WCW, it was like, you know, it's hard to, you know, because he had a lot of power because him and Bischoff, you know, and it's like, and they disguised it more, you know. But once in TNA, they were, I don't know, arrogance or whatever. They just came in and buried everybody, you know. Back then, yeah, he did the same shit, you know, keeping his thumb on, didn't want hardly anybody to get over, you know. He's a fucking cunt.